Welcome to today's reading for Virgo. August 23rd, 2026 arrives with a quiet but powerful energy around you. This is not a day about forcing situations to happen. It is about recognizing what is already changing beneath the surface and making one intelligent decision that can influence the direction of the days ahead. Virgo, you may notice today that something you have been analyzing for a long time suddenly looks completely different. A conversation, a financial matter, a professional opportunity, or even a relationship may reveal a detail you previously overlooked. Your greatest advantage today is your ability to notice what others miss. But there is also a warning hidden in this energy. Do not allow your desire for certainty to prevent you from moving forward. You may never receive every answer before making a decision. Sometimes the information you need appears only after you take the first reasonable step. Take a moment today to ask yourself what has been consuming too much of your mental energy. Is there a situation you keep revisiting even though nothing new is happening? Is there a person whose behavior you keep trying to understand? Is there a goal you continue postponing because you are waiting for the perfect conditions? August 23rd encourages you to stop waiting for perfection. You have already learned enough from the past to make a wiser choice now. In your emotional life, something becomes clearer. If you are in a relationship, your attention may turn toward the future. You may want to know whether the relationship is moving somewhere meaningful or simply repeating the same cycle. A sincere conversation can change the atmosphere between you and someone close. Instead of focusing on every mistake, talk about what you both actually want. Your relationship does not need another analysis. It needs honesty. If you are single, the energy around you is more interesting than you may realize. Someone may be observing you quietly before making their intentions known. This could be a person connected to your work, studies, friends, or everyday environment. The connection may not begin dramatically. It could start with a simple conversation, a question, or an unexpected interaction. But something about the person's way of thinking may stay in your mind. Do not dismiss someone simply because they do not immediately fit your expectations. Sometimes the most meaningful connections begin in ordinary moments. You may also be releasing an emotional habit from your past. Perhaps you have been comparing new people with someone from your history, or perhaps you have become so cautious that you no longer allow anyone to get close. Today reminds you that protecting your heart and closing your heart are not the same thing. In your professional life, August 23rd carries an important message about recognition. You may have been doing more than people realize. You could be the person who notices mistakes, solves problems quietly, organizes everything, or keeps a project moving while others receive the attention. That pattern can change. A responsibility may be placed in your hands because someone recognizes that you can be trusted. At first, it may feel like extra pressure, but it could actually become the opportunity you have been waiting for. Do not underestimate a small professional change. A new task can lead to a new position. A conversation can lead to a recommendation. A recommendation can lead to an opportunity that was never publicly announced. Your career path may be developing through connections rather than dramatic announcements. If you have been considering learning something new, improving a skill, applying for a different position, or developing a personal project, today is an excellent moment to begin researching the practical steps. You do not need to change everything at once. Build it carefully. That is where your Virgo strength becomes powerful. Your financial situation also deserves attention. Today is less about sudden luck and more about discovering where your money is actually going. You may notice an expense, subscription, habit, or financial commitment that has quietly been draining your resources. Removing one unnecessary burden can sometimes be more valuable than finding a completely new source of money. There is also a possibility of financial improvement through work or a skill you already possess. Something you consider ordinary may actually have greater value than you realize. Do not be afraid to ask what your abilities are worth. At the same time, avoid making financial decisions because someone pressures you. If an offer requires you to act immediately without understanding the details, Step back. Your strongest financial decision today may be the one you choose not to make. The tarot energy surrounding you reveals a story of patience turning into progress. The Hierophant appears first, bringing a message about wisdom, discipline, and learning from experience. Virgo, this card tells you that you are entering a stage where knowledge becomes more valuable than speed. Someone with more experience may give you information that saves you from making an unnecessary mistake. Listen carefully. The Eight of Wands follows, changing the pace completely. After a period of waiting, communication begins moving. A message could arrive unexpectedly. A professional response may come through. Someone who has been distant could suddenly reach out. This card also warns against reacting too quickly. Fast information does not always require an immediate answer. Read the message twice. Think before responding. Let your emotions settle. Then comes the Ten of Cups, showing emotional satisfaction and a stronger sense of belonging. This card suggests that your definition of success is changing. You may have spent a great deal of time trying to create security through work, achievement, or financial planning. But emotional peace is also part of success. You may experience a moment with family or someone close that reminds you why you work so hard in the first place. The Two of Cups brings a particularly meaningful message for your relationships. This is the energy of mutual understanding. If you are waiting to see whether someone is serious about you, watch whether they meet you halfway. You should not have to carry an entire relationship alone. A genuine connection creates movement from both sides. Finally, the Four of Wands brings a sense of achievement. Something you have been patiently constructing is becoming more stable. This could be a relationship, professional situation, family matter, or personal goal. You may not see the final result yet, but you are closer than you think. Together, these cards tell Virgo that August 23rd is not about chasing everything at once. It is about choosing what deserves your energy and allowing steady progress to replace unnecessary worry. When it comes to luck, your strongest advantage today is timing. A useful piece of information may arrive at exactly the moment you need it. A person may introduce you to someone important. An opportunity may appear because of something you did weeks or months ago. This is why you should pay attention to messages, conversations, and small professional connections. Your lucky numbers for August 23rd are 6, 14, 23, 32, and 41. In love, your greatest lesson today is to stop trying to predict everything. You cannot control exactly how another person feels, but you can control how honestly you communicate and what treatment you accept. If someone wants to be part of your life, consistency will eventually reveal it. If someone repeatedly creates confusion, you do not have to spend endless energy decoding their behavior. For couples, a practical conversation about future plans can actually bring you closer. Discuss responsibilities, goals, finances, or plans for the coming months. For single Virgo, allow yourself to be curious. You do not have to decide immediately whether someone is your perfect match. Just get to know them. At work, your attention to detail can place you in a position of trust. Someone may ask for your opinion because they know you will notice something others overlook. This can become an important moment for your professional reputation. Do not remain silent when you have a useful idea. Your voice deserves to be heard, even if you prefer working quietly. If you are thinking about changing careers, do not make the decision based only on frustration. Research the alternative carefully. Understand what it requires, what skills you need, and what the long-term possibilities are. Virgo succeeds when preparation meets opportunity. Your personal energy today also requires balance. Your mind may continue working even when your body needs a break. Give yourself permission to step away from constant planning. Spend some quiet time doing something enjoyable without turning it into another task to complete. If you have serious or ongoing health concerns, speak with a trusted adult or a doctor. Family energy is calmer today. A disagreement that once seemed impossible to resolve may become easier when everyone stops trying to prove who is right. You may also find yourself taking on a more mature role within your family. Remember, being responsible does not mean you must solve every problem yourself. Let other people carry their share. Your strongest compatibility today is with Taurus and Capricorn, whose practical nature can complement your need for stability. Cancer may understand your quieter emotional side, while Scorpio can bring depth and honesty into your interactions. But compatibility is not determined by zodiac signs alone. The most valuable relationship is with someone who respects your boundaries, appreciates your effort, and does not make you feel that you have to earn their affection. Your lucky color today is deep green, representing stability, growth, patience, and renewal. And the message August 23rd brings to Virgo is this: stop measuring your progress only by what has already been completed. Some of your biggest changes are happening quietly. The conversation you have today could matter later. The opportunity you almost ignore could become important. The decision you make calmly could protect your future. You do not need to rush. You simply need to recognize what is worth building. The universe may place the opportunity in front of you, but your discipline, choices, and courage determine what happens next. If this reading resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience may be exactly what another Virgo needs to hear today.